Hello, everyone, and welcome to, I don't know, a special episode of the
Yes.
Something Something podcast. I'm
Yes.
Eric Kasloff, and with me, as always, is Larry Sands. Say hello, Larry.
Yo, what's up? Aha, I changed it up, didn't I?
Yeah,
Hello,
you
nurse.
did. Okay, so normally on the show, we don't review movies because Larry hasn't seen a new movie since, like, what, 97?
That's not true. I saw a new movie on Friday.
We're basically going to be talking about the Motley Crue biopic, The Dirt.
Yeah. Yes. Finally. Finally, it's
After
out.
what, like 20 years they tried to get this thing made?
Yeah, and I hear it's a book too, right?
Yeah, it is. I just haven't I haven't read it yet. I want to.
I've got to. Now after seeing the dirt, I got to read it. I got to read it. And what the best part is and they did this kind of in the movie for people, this might be some kind of spoiler alerts or whatever, but um it was written by all four guys, Tommy
Yeah.
Lee, Nikki Sixx, McMars, and Vince Neil, right? So it's their own stories coming together in one band, in one book, essentially,
Yeah,
right?
which again, we'll get into the movie really quick, but
Yeah.
let's talk about Motley Crue first.
I love Motley Crue.
Where would you rank them though?
Oh,
Out of the big the big 80s bands.
oh, dude. Okay, so this is where I would top five, no joke, top
Okay.
five. Obviously, Guns N' Roses. Oh, well, okay. What would you? How would you
Top
rank
five
them?
also.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would obviously my number one is freaking Guns N' Roses,
Yeah.
right? But I remember the time that I think Dr. Feelgood had just come out, and
89.
yeah, we were me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. We went to L.A. And my cousin was with us, um, and she was so sick of that CD.
Really?
Yeah, I played it over and over and over, and I remember her looking
So
at
you
me.
had a CD in 89?
Was it a CD or was it a? No, it's probably a tape, actually.
Okay, that's cooler. All right, good.
Yeah,
If it was a CD in
yeah,
89, number one, you were too rich.
yeah,
And
yeah.
number two, it's not the same.
No, no, it's not the same. I still have an Appetite for Destruction, by the way, tape. So
Really?
yeah, it's pretty
Wow.
cool. Yeah, and a Footloose. If anybody loves Footloose.
Hey, who doesn't love Footloose? Total sidetrack. I remember we were watching when Michael Jackson died. They were showing We Are the World,
Yeah.
and I didn't know Kenny Loggins was in it. Was in We Are the World, and I mentioned it. And my cousin goes, "Who's Kenny Loggins?" And part of me wanted to go, remember every single movie you saw in the
No
80s?
doubt, man. He did Top
He did the
Gun.
song.
Yeah, he did. He was the man. He was the man for the movies. I tell
Back
you what,
to the
man.
Future. He didn't have a song in that. But back with Motley Crue, I don't think you could categorize them as the glam metal.
No, no, no. It's almost like, so they may have started, and I do air quotes, glam, but they
I
were
don't.
so much more. They were so heavy, and everybody was trying to be pretty, right?
Yeah, but also I don't even think, and you see in the movie, they didn't take the satanic stuff seriously, the
No,
pentagrams.
no.
And
And
again, before we get into things, it was shout at the devil, not shout with the devil.
yeah, yeah.
If you pay
Shout at the
attention to
devil.
that song, it's a Striper song.
Right. Striper. There's a blast from the past. I tell you what. You know who?
Okay,
Okay. Eric, if there was anybody that could talk about Motley Crue and slip in a striper, uh, striper striper mentioned, it's us, right?
Hey, Striper was awesome.
I yes, they were.
If you're wondering who Striper was, they were the Christian glam metal.
Yeah, they could have been the Christian Motley Crue.
I remember I heard once, man, we're off topic, but that's
Yeah.
apparently a concert promoter in Mexico wanted to get Striper and who was it? Slayer to do a show together.
Oh my God. Opposite ends of
Well,
the
all you
spectrum.
would have to do is the cross. When Striper's on, it's normal. Then when Slayer would come on, just turn it upside down.
No doubt. No doubt. Oh God, that would have been
But
something.
to Motley Crue, the main reason. I'm sorry for coughing. I'm still healing up from my surgery, and I got a little bit of a cold. But let's talk about the people who are playing everyone in the movie, because it's a pretty interesting cast.
Yeah.
The main one that I knew right away was Machine Gun Kelly as Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
Now, the first time I ever heard of him, he was on an episode of Monday Night Raw performing, and Kevin Owens, a wrestler, one of my favorites, power bombed him off stage.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really funny.
That's cool.
He got in a big feud with Eminem.
Oh,
Well,
really?
late last year, they put out diss tracks about each other.
Really?
So that
See?
made me going in. Not
And he
one
was
of,
really good, by the way, as Tommy Lee.
I was about to say that. To say that.
He was really, really, especially when he wore his Speedo, because that
Yeah.
was so much like Tommy Lee, right? So,
Then we had who played Vince Neil? It was
Daniel Weber.
Daniel Weber is known for a lot of TV stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was on The Punisher for a while on Netflix.
And
11/22/63, a Stephen King adaptation. Home and Away, another TV show. Big stint, 9 episodes of that.
nice.
The biggest one though is the guy who played Nick Mars.
Mhm.
Iwin. I know I'm not going to say it right. Iwin
Rowan?
Rowan.
Yeah, I think so.
He's on this really small TV show not a lot of people heard of called Game of Thrones.
I've never even heard of that. Is that
No, the
new?
sad part is you're serious.
I know. Oh, yeah. Only jokingly, yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's again, a huge character, one of the best characters on that show, and he did great.
Yeah, actually, it makes me think Mick Mars is like almost like a like this older dude hanging out with like younger kids partying, and that's the way that he was portrayed in the movie. It was really good. I just can't help. It was really good. Continue on.
Directed by Jeff Tyrium.
Uh,
He's basically the Jackass guy. He
right.
directed all the movies, Bad Grandpa, and like anything, I guess all the Jackass guy stuff.
And he also did. He was executive producer of the Nitro Circus series. That's
Really?
cool.
I never watched that.
That is, and this is like how much I watch TV, but that was a Travis Pastrana where they jump things. It's so stupid, but it's true. It's like they.
Yeah. Pete Davis played the guy from SNL. Did a great job playing the guy from Elektra Records, whose name escapes me right now. But
Pete Davidson. Oh
Yeah,
no, Tom Zutton.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's really get into it. Who would you say is really the main focus of the movie?
I would say Nikki.
I was about to say that too, and it's usually like a rule in movies. The first character you see is usually the one you feel the most attached to.
Yeah, yeah, and which is true to form because he was the one that when he was a little kid, they followed his life a little bit more. So
Yeah, we
yeah,
didn't see any of the other guys as kids.
no, no, and I thought it was an interesting choice, but also, I mean, for better or worse, I really do think they were all creative to get back to the band, but
Yeah,
Nikki, like he was almost the heart and soul of it all you know
yeah.
um uh I just yeah, but back to the movie. Yes, I
It
think it's
starts
Nikki.
off with, again, really cool voiceovers. Everyone gets one of those, and right away, a tragic upbringing that he had, man.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yep.
watched a bunch of interviews afterwards, and the thing with cutting his wrist, that
Mhm.
really happened.
Oh really?
That wasn't, there was a bunch of stuff that was made up for the movie that we'll talk about that I loved, by the way, that they mentioned. This is only in the movie. It didn't happen in real life. But you see the tragic life that he had.
Yeah,
His relationship with his dad.
yep.
I didn't know Nicky Sticks wasn't his real name. Did you know that going in?
Yes,
You
yep,
knew
and
it?
but he actually changed his name legally
Yeah.
to Nikki Six. Yeah, that was pretty interesting, but I mean, man, out of I guess it's true, out of tragedy and hardship comes like this drive and determination to pour your heart and soul into something.
That's the one thing all of them had in spades, man, was
Yeah.
drive and determination. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
getting to see the stuff he went through. They didn't get deep into it. Like, they didn't talk about London that much.
Oh no,
But they
and
didn't need to, was the thing.
yeah, and I think people that kind of followed him, but see, and actually I have to say, because I just saw your tweet and about, and it is
The one that Tommy Lee liked,
that's
that
right.
tweet.
That's right. The one that Tommy Lee liked. The Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
You know, he was, dude, I'm telling you, watching that and watching Machine Gun Kelly, I was like, I like when I first got into my band, Tommy Lee was like the guy that I was like,
Because again, most people don't know it. You are a really good drummer.
oh, thank you. Thank you. He was like my guy, you know? And
Really.
the way he was and the way he like just his pizzazz. I mean,
So
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
with this, let's move into the Tommy Lee introduction, because I think I texted you right after that and I went, it's been on for 8 minutes and I can't
And,
stop smiling.
that's right. And
Because his voiceover was like, oh man, great, that guy's done. Now I could finally talk. And it seemed like he, from the movie at least, he had the most stable upbringing.
yeah, I agree.
Almost comically, like, hey son, you're gonna be rocking out tonight.
I know, right? Right. And
Felt
and
like
and
you went from tragedy to an edgy Leave It to Beaver.
yeah, yeah, for real, man, for real. Um, and they were okay with it. And
Just how happy he was, and his relationship with his sister. Yeah, but your pants look better on me.
right.
Now, the danger in this role, because I'll say it, there were times when it was like, man, if Machine Gun Kelly, or I think he wanted to be known as by his real name, Colson Baker or
Mhm.
whatever it is, but
Yeah.
For the sake of this, we'll refer to him as Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, let's do. Because I got confused. I was like, "Where's Machine Gun Kelly? Where's his name?"
If he would have overplayed it,
Oh
he
yeah.
could have ended up doing an impression of, oh man, remember Jesse on MTV? The Be a VJ contest guy? There was Jesse, who was the super tall guy that was really into glam metal. Like, hey guys, we're gonna be rocking out. You don't remember that guy?
No,
Oh, dude, we'll check him out afterward. You'll see what
Okay.
I mean. You're
Uh,
doing it now, so you can try to remember.
yeah. Yep. I'm looking him up
MTV
now.
DJ Jesse.
All right. Let's see here.
It
Jesse
might be
Camp,
all
right?
sad now.
Is it Jesse Camp?
How does he look?
Let's see images. Oh, yeah.
You remember him now?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would have been.
You remember all about him now?
Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. What's up, dudes? Yeah.
You go 5 degrees the wrong way, and he's playing him.
Yeah. Yep. He's playing a yeah. And just the way, it struck me during the movie how these guys cared for each other.
Yeah.
And it was that, well, I was saying like your tweet, that was like they were like brothers. It was like a family. They found each other.
But at
And
times they loved each other so much they hated each other.
oh, I can attest to when you're in a band, right? You either love each other, especially when you're on stage and everybody's jamming out and everybody's having fun, but then off stage trying to get everybody together, it's kind of like, man, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and kill you and everything else, right? And it is annoying. And I thought, okay, so what I thought they could have done a little bit more, but again, it's a
Get to
movie
the
they
next
didn't have
two guys,
time.
then we'll talk more about the different stories of each guy.
Okay.
Let's talk about Iwan Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it wrong.
He was like the
The
father
guy who
almost.
played Nick Mars.
Yeah, yep. He
I
was.
always he was just sick, and that's why he looked older than the other guys.
Yep.
But again, he is, he has a disease, that spinal problem, but
Yep.
I didn't know how much older he was than everybody.
Yeah. And he did a really good. And actually, that was like our guitar player in our band, right? He was older, and unfortunately, huh?
Delta 9?
Yeah. He was older, and unfortunately, he wasn't. Mick Mars, kind of cool, older dude, but you know, um, yeah. And it just showed, and he did a really good job
And
of
again,
like,
when you're talking about them, the other guys' personalities were so wow and out there that he's always kind of been in the background. Not in a bad way. It's just he doesn't have a loud personality.
oh no, and Mick Mars was never like that, right? He was a quiet guy. You got him up on stage, and he would just shred.
Yeah, but he didn't, I'm sure he partied, but
Oh
it
yeah.
wasn't legendary status as the
No,
right.
it wasn't Nikki Sixx legendary, and it wasn't Tommy Lee over the
Yeah.
top. Even Vince Neil was a little bit more tame, but Tommy and Nikki were like the dudes, right?
And let's talk about Douglas Boots. Sorry, who played Nicky?
Yeah. Yep. Douglas Booth.
No. I'm sorry, I meant Vince Neil.
Oh, Vince Neil.
That was the Weber, Daniel Weber.
Yep. Daniel Weber. Yeah.
Again, great job.
He really did good. And
again, his introduction was awesome.
Yeah. He was so much. I mean, just looking at the picture now, because I'm looking at IMDb, Just looking at it at his picture now as Vince Neil on the Shout at the Devil.
Yeah, that's the
Oh
same.
no, Too Young to Fall in Love. I think that's the
No, this
picture.
is the one where the girls are there, and
Yeah,
it's like, yeah,
yeah, that's Too Young to Fall in Love, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, and he's like, too. But I mean, you look at the
No,
picture.
she's got the looks that kill
Okay, that
from
looks.
that
Yeah,
scene.
yeah. But I mean, he blew it out of the water, and I was really quite surprised because even like what was it? The Same Old Situation scene, right? And how he got into it and stuff, and like watching videos of Vince Neil sing and do that same thing. He
Have
nailed
you
it,
been
man.
on a rabbit hole of Motley Crue since seeing the movie? Because I have.
You know, I haven't, which is probably a good thing because I would just be like, dude, I mean, just watching it kind of took me back to just growing up, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, yeah,
So
and
go on.
just the music of it, I mean, took me back because like Dr. Feelgood was like a really great album, and Same Old Situation like was one of the best songs on there,
Girls,
right?
Girls, Girls is my favorite song of theirs.
Oh, dude, yeah,
It's
yeah.
I
Oh,
wonder what that song's about though. The hidden meaning. I
mm.
gotta fit I need a Rosetta Stone so I could figure out what that song's really about.
Well, you know, actually, I think it's about Thanksgiving.
No, let's get to the truth of it. They're naming all their favorite strip clubs, right?
Yes, they are.
Because I
Yes,
know
they
at
are.
least I've passed by at least two of them on Sunset Boulevard.
That's right.
I
That's
think
right.
Girls, Girls, Girls itself has to be a reference to Crazy Girls.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I think Seven Veil was also on Sunset, right?
Oh yeah, it is. It's right down from Hollywood Boulevard. Yep.
Isn't it? It's right by a library. It's
That's
right
right.
by the library in Holly on Sunset Boulevard.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna take the kids to the library. Where are you going? I'm going on Sunset. And like, why are you going there? You live in West LA. Oh well, you know.
The library's better there.
That's right. Way better. Way better. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it is a pretty damn good library on Sunset.
Yeah. Right.
But
Right.
it did. Here's one thing I want to talk about. When the partying was fun, it's shot in a way that, man, this is fun. Look how great this is. Look at the chicks they're scoring with.
Right.
But when it got ugly, and again, the director, I keep forgetting his name.
Oh, Jeff Tremaine.
He did a great job of making the fun look fun and the ugly look ugly. Like,
Yeah.
what are these? What are these guys doing?
Right.
Are they
Right.
overdoing it?
You know, what was it? I think I was reading something I think in Rolling Stone just the other day, um, where like Nikki Sixx said, man, we got, or was it in the movie where they had gotten everything they wanted and they were trying to do the best to destroy it,
I don't
you
really
know?
remember that line.
But um but dude, there was so much stuff in the dirt. I was just watching it, just thinking about, I don't know, the child and the whiskey. I mean,
Yeah,
dude, playing at the whiskey was freaking,
which you did, by the way.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like nothing else, man. Like all the big guys play. I mean, Motley Crue played there. I played on the same stage that Tommy Lee played on.
Yeah.
So that was freaking awesome.
Now,
But
elephant in the room.
mhm.
How much of the stuff did you expect to see because of the behind the music?
um I think they had to cover that because of behind the music. I think going into,
They did a great episode.
oh man, it was awesome.
Top
It was,
five favorite episodes.
yeah, it's freaking great. I think I think you have to know going in that it has been 20 years since Motley Crue wrote the book, right?
Yeah.
And they've been around, um, and our generation knows them, right? So they kind of had to take that.
I'm gonna show you a video when we're done.
Okay.
It's the Fine Brothers, the Kids React.
Oh gosh, yeah.
They did a Kids React to Motley Crue, and Tommy Lee's watching them. It's awesome.
That I hope Tommy Lee was in his cod piece.
No, no, he was
Okay.
dressed normal.
Okay. But I was gonna say, like in the middle of the movie when Vince Neil quit, or rather he was fired, or actually I go back a little bit further when he got into that accident and
That was
killed
crap.
the Hanoi Rocks.
Yeah, I
Um,
never listened to them before.
yeah. Oh, they were big Guns N' Roses like influences. So
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I remember specifically like going and talking to my friend, and we were talking about how Vince Neil like killed this guy, like his friend, drunk driving, right? And we were just like, oh man, what's gonna happen? Oh man, oh man.
No
And that was
social
hardcore
media.
too. Huh?
No social media back then.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No
And the
24 hour stuff. Well, there was, but it wasn't what it is now.
yeah, no. And they
If
did
you
a
were
really
bad,
good.
if I'm sorry to cut you off, if like Instagram would have been around then, or when Princess Diana died,
Oh man, that would have been really super bad.
yeah,
Um, they did a really good job in the movie on that accident,
yeah,
and it was a little surreal when he looked up and he said something to Vince, right? And
yeah.
he was normal, and then Vince looked down at him and he was all mangled up.
I don't think that actually happened. I think that was in his head.
Yeah, no, no, yeah, yep. And I just there's one other thing that I wish they could have got into just a little bit more, but they didn't have time, was the new Motley Crue with
The
John
other,
Corabi.
what other band was he in?
Oh, dude, I knew
Was it
you were gonna
Extreme?
ask me. Huh?
Was it Extreme?
No.
Who did the guy for Extreme take over for?
He was in Van Halen.
For like a minute, though,
Oh,
right?
yeah. A real minute. Yep. Um, oh, he was with the Scream.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Well,
Um,
I think they didn't talk about that because it didn't affect the main four.
yeah, but I do remember, but I like the Motley Crue with John Corabi. I
Um,
like it.
when Generation Swine came out, it was like, okay, Motley Crue's back.
Right. Yep, absolutely. And actually, the first one that they came back with, Primal Scream, dude, is freaking awesome. I love Primal Scream.
Okay, what's things they didn't have in, which makes sense. But one, the feud with Vince and Axel.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I would have liked that to have been there.
That's the thing. And unfortunately, they probably couldn't do it because of time, you know?
If it was a TV series, like a Netflix series, I'm sure they could have.
Oh, dude, they would have got so much into it. And
They
it's,
could have, I'll say it. It was a great movie, but I wish it would have been a series.
I know. See, like a four-part series, like a four-parter. I heard, and we were talking about this earlier. It took what, 20 years to do it, right? To get the
Yeah,
movie off the ground. Because everybody that they talked to wanted to water it down,
and
right?
sanitize it.
Yeah. And you can't do that. I mean, you can't do that to Molly. You can't do that to any 80s band. and
Not at
expect
all.
it to
No,
be, and
no.
expect somebody to watch and go, yeah, that really, they were like, oh God,
You
dude.
can't make it PG-13 or even R. It has to be unrated.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, dude, and even stuff like Gazaris. I remember Gazaris. Like down over on like across from the rainbow, you know? It was Gazaris.
I don't
I
remember.
remember all that stuff. I'm just looking back. See, just takes me back, you know?
Let's talk about the biggest, one of the two biggest things. First, Vince Neil's daughter. I thought that was handled very tastefully.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Again, it was painful. That I didn't remember that part of the
Which,
story.
oh, if in like real life?
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. And in the book or in the movie, that's what brought them all back together, you
Yeah,
know? So, yeah. Yeah, hey, you know Vince Neil, I think he might still have a tattoo parlor in Vegas.
really.
Yeah. Yep. So,
Huh.
yeah. But
And then, of course, the other big thing was Nikki Sixx's battle with drugs.
yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, it was so ugly, is the best way to put it.
Yeah. Yep. That's,
And
you know, that's, I think that's why they followed Tommy Lee. I mean, Nikki, because he was the one, you know, not only was he the biggest cheerleader of the band, I think, and one of the driving forces, but he had the toughest time
yeah.
with, you
Well,
know,
not
all
not
that
that we're
stuff.
saying losing a child isn't tough.
Oh no.
I pray that no one listening to this ever knows what that's like.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, they each have, and you know, the biggest, the way that it seemed, uh, the biggest head butters were Nikki Sixx and Vince Neil.
Yeah. Well,
You
it's, you
know,
got four alpha dogs in one band.
right, right. And see, Tommy. So see, they all have a story, and it all came across, which is really, really cool.
How did you feel about Pamela Anderson not being mentioned?
You know, I mean, they just like skipped over that. You know,
I didn't
um,
matter to me, honestly.
yeah. You know, but see, that's part of the big thing. But see, that's one of the things you don't really go, because I didn't even notice it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And now that you bring it up, I mean, that's like, yeah, you know, it's funny because like maybe Tommy didn't want to put it in or whatever. Maybe
Right?
Pamela didn't want it.
Maybe she didn't agree to it.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, but see, that's a big part of Tommy Lee,
But is it
right?
a big part of Motley Crue? See,
Probably,
that's the thing.
probably
No.
not, because see, I don't think Tommy let anything be a like get in the way of Motley Crue
But I
from
don't
from the
think they
outside.
were together when he was in Motley Crue. I think he was doing that Methods of Mayhem and all the
Yeah.
other stuff.
Yeah. He had a really good, his first album was freaking fantastic.
The Methods of Mayhem.
No.
I liked it his other album, the one you had where the CD looked messed up
Yeah.
and it said the CD's not messed up. This is just the look.
Right, right. Yep. Um I'm trying to find it right now. What it's called. I think
It was a much more softer, like very Creed-ish in a way.
yeah. Yep. Never a dull moment.
That was a good album.
Yeah. That's the one that I really, really love. He's
What
got a good,
was
see,
that one great music video
let's
where it was like
see.
very
Hold Me
artistic?
Down.
Was that the one where at the end he puts up the devil horns, the metal horns?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But yeah, that's my favorite. Well, obviously, he's got like a couple records out, but that was his first solo record, I think. I
Methods
thought it was
doesn't
great.
count as solo.
Huh?
Well, there was a band, Methods of Mayhem, so I don't think you could count
Oh
that as.
no, no, this is Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Well,
yeah, dude. See. That's how much I love Tommy Lee, though. It's great.
yeah. So this is again all over the place, but this is how
I know.
people talk about stuff. And let's start wrapping it up. Well, we say wrapping it up, or we're gonna go another hour.
Right, right, right.
What next? What rock band from the 80s would you like to see covered next in a
Oh,
bio?
dude, they got to do like Guns N' Roses.
Hmm?
See, that would to me that's like a no-brainer, you know.
Guns N'
Um,
Roses?
and they might do it, because they're making a comeback. But
But that
I
has
would.
to be a series.
I know it's
That
got to
has to
be
be a 20-part HBO series.
right, right, right. And they're still writing it too, you know.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should talk about, like, get back on and talk about some of our favorite music, like ballads or, you know.
I I've been trying to, well, like I said, I want each of us to pick our 5 favorite power ballads, and then we'll go, okay, you had Patience on
Yeah.
yours.
Yep.
I'll agree that's one of the best, and we'll put it on the list,
Yep.
on the main list.
Yep. Yep.
But we would have to think about that because there's so many.
Oh, dude, there's way too. I mean, just like Motley Crue, they had "Without You." They had
Home
"Home
Sweet
Sweet
Home
Home."
is their best ballad.
You think? I like it. I like it.
I don't think any other one could stand next to it when it comes to their power ballads.
I don't know, man. I think "Without You." Um, yeah, I don't know. I see. It's so hard though. It's so hard. Um,
Okay, so what you said, Guns N' Roses, that's a definite they should do.
uh-huh.
But if you're gonna we're gonna go 90s
Yeah,
also. Of course, Nirvana,
yeah.
but Black Crows.
I love some Black Crows.
I'll say it that their first big song, what was it called?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Hold on. First hit. What's this hard? No.
Talks to Angels.
No, that the mama, I'm sure.
Oh, hard to handle now. You surround. Damn, damn,
I will
damn.
say this. They stole that song from 70s Aerosmith.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
somehow got it, went back in time, found Steven Tyler's notebook.
You're right.
That's another one, an Aerosmith movie.
Okay. I'm just looking up. I mean, like Tom Petty, right? All these,
But there's
um,
no partying.
Led Zeppelin.
Mm, yeah,
Man, but I guess that's going a little too far back.
I'm talking 80s to 90s.
Yeah. I think because
But
when
let's
you
be
look
honest,
at,
the ultimate band that needs a movie is the Beatles.
yeah, but they have one.
No, they had Backbeat. That wasn't about them though. That
No,
was
no,
about,
like A Hard Day's Night.
no, I mean
Oh,
a
oh, you mean like a,
biopic
oh
about.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, and that would focus on Lennon and McCarthy so much.
No, George and Ringo. This would be their chance to shine.
That that's the thing. Okay, you know what? Uh See, that's a good thing because Motley Crue is to me, right? And this is no slight against anybody, but it would be Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee.
They're your
Those are the
favorite two members.
I think so. And believe me, I love Vince Neil. And I
Oh yeah,
love
one of the
Mick
best
Mars.
frontmen ever.
Huh?
One of the best frontmen ever.
Oh, dude, he's great, man. He's great. The way yeah. Oh, I got to tell you, one of my very first concerts, and I was talking to my mom about this, is we went to Abilene. I think it was Abilene, Texas, to see. I think it was Abilene, to see Theater of Pain,
Are
and
you
they were with
serious?
Y&T.
With your mom?
Yeah, with my mom. She went. And she loved it. Yeah, we were just talking about that the other night.
You know
So
what
yeah,
my first concert was,
which one?
realistically? Take a guess.
Let's see. Poison.
I was about 11 when I saw this concert.
Where was
It
it?
was one of the biggest acts in the world at the time.
What year?
92? No,
92.
91, 92.
Metallica.
Nope, you ready?
Yeah.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out of our shell tour.
That's awesome.
Well, then as a teenager, I went to see The Offspring.
That's cool. That's cool.
And you saw like Detroit Rock City, right?
A while ago.
I
Yeah.
could do like a coming of age movie based on me trying to go to that concert with all my seventh grade friends.
That's awesome.
I'm not even joking, dude. That would make a movie.
You know what would make a good movie? Kiss.
Oh,
They would make a good movie. They would make a
you're
great movie.
performing really soon at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, dude, you gotta
There's no way
go.
I could afford it.
You gotta go.
$500 a ticket.
Really?
Yeah, for cheap tickets.
Oh.
If it was the original lineup, I would do that amazing way you taught me how to make quick and easy money.
I don't. What is it? I
It
can't even.
was a great
What do you
plan
mean?
of yours.
You know,
But
man. Looking at like all these, because I'm looking at the Black Crows, right?
mhm.
I'm looking on Google, and they said that the Black Crows feud became about money. That's always.
That's one thing that's great about Motley Crue. I didn't know they owned their masters.
See, that was a genius move. That was a genius move. To own that and to take back all that, that means they're untouchable.
I mean, again, even the Beatles didn't own their own music. Michael
Right.
Jackson owned, well, he didn't own Sergeant Pepper and the White Album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was like two or three that he did not own.
Hmm. Nice.
The Beatle, Paul, and the other guys still own those ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But you know, that's the way you do it.
Well,
That's the way
we
you do it.
rambled enough. I've coughed enough.
Yeah.
um,
Well,
um,
if anybody's listening to this, let us know in the comments what you think, who your favorite 80s band is, or
yeah.
if you weren't around in the 80s, just give us a quick shout out to your favorite band.
Yeah.
Let us know what's up. Hit us up. And
Last thing, 1 out of 5, how would you rate the movie?
man,
I go with a 5.
I think so. I think there's no way you can't do um
And that's not just fanboy. That's looking at it as a filmmaker.
oh yeah.
See it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing too with Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, yes.
Dude, that's the thing. Okay. So Ozzy, okay, see that's the thing. See,
I knew
that's
that part was coming, and man, was that gross.
oh my God. And see that so it was like on the Holiday Inn it says welcome Ozzy Osbourne and Motley Crue. You're like, "Uh-oh, this is it.
We know the
This is it.
story.
This is it. This is it." And you're like, "When's it coming? When's it coming?"
Oh, dear God.
And it's like He just sniffed up those ants.
And then the pee.
Oh my God. I was like,
There's no
yeah,
fun in that.
yeah, dude. I'm telling you. But as a filmmaker, you are absolutely right. You know, you can't get much more filmmaker than that and more spot on. It was
Yeah.
just good all around.
I'm gonna watch it again.
I would too. And right now, if anybody's listening to this, they haven't seen The Dirt. Sorry about all the spoiler, but you've probably known anyway. You look up Motley Crue. Look up before you watch the movie. If you haven't seen The Dirt,
Try to find the VH1 special.
do it.
The behind the music.
You're doing yourself a very big favor. But yeah, and then you go watch the movie and go, I knew that. They were talking about that. And see, that's what biopics are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, just ask any Queen fan. You're like a hardcore Queen fan, you know? And the Elton John movie coming out.
I can't wait for that.
I know it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be awesome. But I would thoroughly give 4 thumbs up. My 2 thumbs and your 2 thumbs, Eric.
Exactly. Yeah.
To the movie The Dirt. Congratulations to everybody that was in The Dirt, and
great job. You should be very proud of yourselves.
Oh yeah. And it was just and congratulations to Motley Crue for living through all the hellacious fun.
Out alive.
Yeah. What a fun ride.